years ago. I think she's Isogenic Millionaire number
39.
Number 39, having at 244. And she was enrolled by a very famous person, right?
A little bit.
Yeah. John Gray, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Turn over. So I just want to let you know that we are honored for you to be here. I was lit up yesterday when I saw her, when I walked into Susan and Murray's presentation, and she looked over and she saw me. I'm like, I didn't know you were coming here all the way from California. So I want to give her an opportunity to tell her story and her journey and why she's here.
Thank you. I wasn't prepared for this one, but awesome. Hello, everybody. Fired up for sure. I got started 15 years ago when the company first started. Dr. John Gray is my kid's godfather, and he was telling me about this little company that just got started. And I said, are you freaking insane? You're a multi-gazillionaire and you're selling products out of the trunk of your car? What is wrong with you? And he said, no, this is really different. This is how I'm going to give back to my family and friends. And I said, I don't do network marketing. And I said no to Dr. John Gray. I said no. A couple months later, he and his wife Bonnie came to our house for a 4th of July party. That was in May 2002. He walked in the door with a 9-day program because that's all we had at the time, and no back office, and not really any labels on the bottles. Handed it to my husband and said, you're too fat, you're too toxic, take this. And like a good Martian, my husband said, okay. And I said to him, if you tell a living soul, I will divorce you. And he ended up telling a few people. And what happened, what's really interesting, this is a story nobody knows. A few months into the company, we got Jim and Kathy Coover, John and Cher Anderson, Ron Reed, who else? Somebody else was there, my husband and myself, and we went to this big networking group in Southern California because we wanted to introduce the head of that company to these big wigs. We knew nothing about business. Isogenics didn't have leadership pools. We didn't have double PIBs. We had nothing but you could become an executive. That was it. There was nothing to go on. And again, the product information, I still have it. It was 8 pages with one staple in the corner on an old computer that Cher Anderson typed up about how to use product. Incredible. We signed up 326 people at that event. Not having a clue, it sounds like a lot, not having a clue what we were doing. My husband thought he was filling out this great Christmas tree and put everybody and enrolled everyone, let everyone enroll everybody else. To this day, only one person's still in, believe it or not. And we had to work through the trenches. It took us 5 years to become Isogenics millionaires, having pretty much no clue what we were doing. Many years ago, when we went from a product-oriented company to a business company, I got a call from Kathy Coover herself who said, are you okay if we make this change? And I said, no, I'm not. We're product-oriented, that was it. We hadn't done any business. So I had to get with the program. And we became millionaires, as I said, and everything was going great. And 6 years ago, I was married for 30 years to my best friend. 6 years ago, my husband passed away in an accident. And it was a great tragedy for our family. And I had to make a huge decision what I wanted to do in my life. And I realized at that moment, and here's what I really want you to know. This business, this company, Isogenics, is the best life insurance, the best health insurance that anybody could have. Because while I sat on the couch for 1 year recovering from that, my income kept coming in. And I didn't have to sell my house. I didn't have to get a job like a lot of women do when they lose their spouse under any circumstance. And I'll tell you something, at the age of 62 and a half, I am having more fun in my life than I ever have. And it's because of these products, what they do in my body, what this company does in my life, and the relationships. This is relationship marketing. The relationships that this brings to all of us, the friends I have made in this company, is unbelievable. And last, I just want to say, we don't do this alone. We do it with people, with a lot of people. bringing in other friends who bring in friends who bring in friends. It's like what Kwanzaa was saying, it's not who you know, it's who somebody else knows. We've got Jennifer Trinkner and Carlotta Davis right here in the audience today. I didn't know Jennifer at all. Somebody enrolled Jennifer way down in my team. And I am so forever, ever grateful to that woman right there for what she's done for our whole company, and certainly for our whole team. So thank you, Jennifer, so much. It's so grateful to you. So I just want to say thank you. And thank you to Isagenix. I never would have been friends with you and Patty. I never would have met you. I never would have met my Siamese twin separated at birth there, Cece Clark. It's just been an incredible gift and an incredible ride. And one last thing, and then I will stop. I was a professional motivational trainer. Many years ago, I was a high-paid speaker. And I was one of the first trainers in Isagenix to speak and teach on stage and do all the events. But they said we had to make room for all the new people. 15 years ago, watching all the changes that the company has done and had, and all the new people who have risen, and the trainers, the quality of people that keep coming in and keep showing up is absolutely amazing. So if anyone in here has any little doubt at all, let me just remind you that this is the most amazing company with the most amazing products and a comp plan that's not incomparable to anything else. This is the place to be. And I wouldn't be doing anything else than being right here with Isagenix. And it's an honor for me to be here because I'm not part of this PETA team. Although I want to be just by osmosis. Can I be a little bit Herbie, please? Just a little bit.
We've had many conversations over the years, and we've become great friends. Yeah, yes,
I used to sit at